Hello there, everyone.
Wow, what's going on?
What's going on? You're so breathy today. Do it again. I want to hear that.
What's
You're just like whispering at this point.
What's going on there?
We just did the whole podcast like that. Just,
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Incodatus Productions podcast. Epic the podcast.
They're going to hate us. Epic the podcast. That's right.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome back. What episode is this, Jeremy?
This is episode number dos.
That's very good. And that's Spanish for 3.
Yes.
But yeah, no, this is episode number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 of 2020 of this first season.
We're really rolling, you know?
We are getting it.
We're getting in there.
Yeah, we're, pulling down the pants and
We're just
going at it.
Going right at that new decade there.
Just S and the D of January.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
S and D.
I guess following up on our first episode, have we heard the album of the decade yet, or
of this new decade?
Yeah, of the new decade. Has it dropped yet? Eminem came out with an album.
I didn't like the whole thing. I like parts of it.
Yeah, parts.
It had some good songs. What'd you think overall?
It wasn't his best work, but
True.
He showed signs of brilliance, like on that Darkness track, like the
Darkness was cool. The one with about the shooting.
Honestly, what I think about Slim, I think he's the best. He's one of the best rappers of all time. I have to say, top 5, probably top 2 living right now as far as lyricist. Overall, of course, album sales
for sure. He's extremely successful.
Yeah, so it's like it's just everyone says they want the old Eminem,
right?
And I've looked at that, and I saw, okay, so in his early career, he was like the best at having the flow and saying something, but with dope lyrics and just having that.
And make it fun. Too.
Yeah, make it fun.
Yeah, for sure.
And make interesting tracks, telling stories.
Right.
And later on, it seemed like he got bored with that, like he mastered that. Mm-hmm. So now he's on this technical rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Just showing off skills,
showing off his skills and mixing that with his battle rap persona. But it's like, man, he doesn't have anyone to battle anymore.
Right.
It's like,
he's just so good.
Yeah, he's like, he's angry at this quote unquote they that doesn't exist, or you. And it's like,
you know what I think it is? I think he's trying to create
an enemy. Yeah,
he's trying to create enemies in order to have something.
Yeah.
Because it's like a soldier or an amazing whatever, like assassin who's like, I'm so good, I've killed all my enemies, I need somebody better, and so they just go out and just they start fights almost just to find somebody worthy,
find someone worthy,
which is
like the old gunslinging westerns.
Exactly,
I've heard you're the best duelist in the West.
Right, exactly. And then they're like, let's do it, and they're like, no man, you're the best. No, but I want to battle. I want to.
Why would I duel you? You're clearly the best.
You're clearly the best. Yeah,
everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it, exactly. Yeah, so I feel like that's where Eminem's at right now, which is like, I guess, successfully, that's a comfortable place to be in, where it's like you don't have certain problems. You just have a new set of problems that are more easy to ignore, and then it's just your ego that kind of makes you want to,
Well, yeah, I mean, you can tell he's in love with rap, hip hop, and it's like. He's never done the 50 Cent thing where he goes into business and become a mogul. He's never done the Jay-Z where he bought a sports team.
Right.
He's in love with rapping, dude. That's
so true.
So it's like,
I feel like he should become more of like that business side, but he doesn't. He loves rap way more than the money.
Yeah. He doesn't care about the money or the business.
He just wants to be.
So it's like,
he just wants to
this album is like a nice mix between it. There's some good tracks of his older days, earlier days, and some of the like more technical stuff. But I think he should try to maybe in the future get back to his storytelling roots and like be more. And he's a really introspective rapper, so maybe he should just kind of think about his life now and the world as it is today, because the world is different now than it was back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
For sure.
So I think he should take a step back instead of releasing these albums every year. Maybe take a couple of years and just think about,
like, go into hiding almost. In a way?
Well, just reflect and ponder about the state of the world, because if Eminem is focused and doing it in that entertaining, witty, dope storytelling way that only he can do, and he takes a look at the world itself and his place in it and his feelings about it, I think that could be the best album of the decade. Eminem has the ability to do it. He has
the potential, for sure. Yeah.
It's just right now he's in this trying to be angry mode, which is cool, but it's just not.
I think that's
like he's already the best, and then there's no one really legitimate who's really trying to say that he's that.
This is the thing. I feel like when Eminem first started, he came out, right? He was very much feeding off of his anger and his basically just like complaining, like his mind, and that's where he fed off of like so much material and so much of his skill.
Well, at first, they wouldn't let him in the rap game because he was white,
right?
Because he's from Detroit, so that anger, and then of course it's his life, his early life, right. He used all that anger to fuel just epic, like a focus, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like a true target, which is basically society itself. Yeah. But then when that same society turns around and gives you everything that you fought for, what do you do then?
Right, exactly.
So it's kind of then, it's like I think you kind of got to turn and use your same skills and just, instead of like attacking this unknown enemy, just create other enemies, which are like the real problems of the world. Like,
that's a good way.
There's so many problems out there. I kind of want to hear his ideas. Yeah, I kind of want to hear his ideas on things that really do make him angry. What makes you angry now? So,
like if he spent an entire album talking about how angry he gets at like waiting in line at the post office or something like that. Dude, that'd be fire.
Album of the decade.
Like he just goes off on like the postal system, just like waiting in lines and just
like what can I write passport with?
I feel like little mundane things that you just blow them out of proportion. It could almost be like a comedy album, but like it would be so good that you'd be like, this is an incredible album.
Absolutely.
I feel like he could do something like that.
He can call it Postal or something.
Yeah, just whatever.
The Slim Shady Postal Show.
Postal Show. The Postal Show. The Postal Show by Slim Shady. But anyway, yeah. So that's he's definitely a good candidate for a good album of the year. If he just wants to focus and really get it, I think he do.
For sure.
All right. So, anything else? What projects are we working on right now? We got a big one with about the modeling world, don't we?
Oh yeah. So, right now, just to let everyone out there know, we're working on a film. It's kind of majority about severe anxiety and depression.
Right.
In today's age, especially in the entertainment industry. That's a really big...
Which I'm sure there's a little bit of, a little bit of anger and depression,
I've heard
anxiety.
There's pressure out there.
There's anxiety.
I've heard there's, there's a little bit of
a little bit of anxiety in that.
Just a little bit of stress.
A little sprinkle. Just a little smidge. Like you put the knife in and you smear it on there. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, this would be really hard, but like we should have like just like a fun podcast episode one day. I mean, obviously they're all fun, but I'm saying just like purely fun.
Where we literally ad-libbing the whole time.
Well, yeah, but this is the thing. It's like a drinking game, basically. So every time we can't laugh. So we try to make each other laugh the entire time talking about a topic. Every time we like start cracking up or whatever, we just have to drink something.
Oh, dude, we would be wasted.
Dude. We'd get destroyed in like 20 minutes.
Dude, the FCC would shut us down. They'd be like, get these guys out of here.
Get these damn minorities.
And they're minorities.
Oh my God. Put them in jail.
God.
They jail us.
Reopen Alcatraz.
Just for these. Oh God. Reopen Alcatraz. Stop the tours. Stop the Alcatraz tours.
Shut it all down.
Shut it all down. Bring him all back. Bring back the old warden.
Just for us? Just for us.
Just because we played a drinking game in our podcast. But yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be kind of funny. That might be like a St. Patty's Day themed podcast.
That's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
Probably became over time my favorite holiday.
It's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so fun.
We'll have to save that for
Gotta love the Irish.
You do have to love the Irish. God bless them and their cute red hair. And, you know,
other stereotypical
attributes
and potatoes.
But yeah, so this short film that we're working on, it's going to be involved with the modeling world as we're planning on, and so we've talked to some models already, but you know, we're just trying to get more opinions, more stories, more maybe anecdotes. I think.
Kind of like. We want to know, stories, anecdotes, the inside, not only the inside, some inside kind of cool stories about being a model or the intricacies of the art form, but, you know, the pressures involved with that, stories of like severe anxiety or depression. We know having to be on all the time. Can be crushingly depressing and stressful.
For sure.
Just having to always show that face.
Right.
Even when you're not feeling like that. So,
yeah, because that face is what makes money. And so, so if there are any models out there that have any thoughts on like, you know, any personal experience of people that you know of, whatever you want to do. And this is all anonymous, so don't worry. You can reach out to us and just email us and just, you know, maybe we can chat about it and just kind of get more information. And if you'd like to be involved in the project, you know, we can talk that through. So that'd be a good thing. Cool. So far, I think that's the most current thing right now.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. All right, so on to today's topic.
Ooh, today's
huge topic.
What will we talk about on a film-based podcast
in early of the year?
Just don't.
Something coming up.
There's really nothing, I don't think, in the world of entertainment.
Is there anything going on February 9th?
February?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Valentine's Day is like the next week.
Yeah, it's the week after.
But the 9th, though?
The 9th. Is there something on ABC?
ABC.
Yeah, the Alphabet channel.
It's like some type of a show, like a game show.
It's like a Japanese game show.
Japanese game show. That's what it is.
Game show. It's what's it called? The Normans?
The Timothys?
Timothy's. The Tims?
The Tims.
The Tims. The Tim Awards?
Bobby.
The Bobby Awards?
The Bobbies. Welcome to the Bobbies.
Why did they name it the Bobbies?
The most standard award show ever. No, we're talking about the Oscars. Come on
the
now.
Oscars, Jeremy. God, how are we so dumb?
Jeez, how did we miss that one?
How are we in this bills?
Kill us, Bev.
Kill us now. Drone strike. But yeah, the 2020 Oscars.
Yes.
Something that a few people care about.
Yeah, you know, a few people do care about the Oscars. A few. Our ratings dropped immediately once we said the word Oscars. Like, we said Oscars and everyone was like, no.
It's like, dear God.
Calm down, people.
We could be talking about Oscar Isaac. Who knows?
Calm down, guys. Jeez. We're only going to talk about our opinions on certain, of
on
the
what's
nominations.
Right and wrong.
Yeah, what's right and wrong with the nominations.
Right, yeah.
And just our ideas on, some of the movies and just the Oscars, I guess, as a whole, what our opinion as.
And things that we thought of when we saw those films together. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's start off with just the...
Do you want to start off with the big one or save that for the end?
Well, let's start with just the concept of the Oscars and its relevance in today's society.
Okay.
Why have award shows viewership declined? And are the Oscars like in danger of not becoming relevant anymore?
I think that to society, to like the general movie going audience, I feel like it's not really that important because there's so many movies that aren't Oscar winners that people love.
Yeah.
And it doesn't determine whether people are going to love movies for the majority of the people. I think they're very important it's like a just inside the industry, like for actors to know if another actor won an award or like a studio to know if this director won an award. It's like, okay, because that'll help them maybe get work. Like, you know, you won this Oscar, we're going to give you money for this movie. Okay. I feel like it's more important for them.
It's kind of like a college degree. Like, it doesn't mean anything
to anybody inside
basically. In society, unless you're applying for a job.
Yeah, like,
oh, you got the piece of paper, call it a degree.
Right, because it's all of us. Like, if they televise DePaul's graduation, right? Like, do you think that many people would watch? I'd be a star. You'd be a star, right? But
no, they wouldn't watch
because nobody really cares. Like, a bit, like it doesn't affect us if Joaquin gets the Oscar for Joker. Right. It doesn't affect us. It's great. I'm like, cool. I'm happy for him. But that's like it. And so like I can find that out the next day.
Is there any? There's got to be. But see, here's the problem.
Right.
It's always been the same. It was the same when it first started. People loved the Oscars. Yeah. And it really was like a social topic. Know why? People talked about it. I haven't heard people walk up and talk about the Oscars in a while.
This is the thing, though. When the internet and social media got really big, people got more exposure to their favorite artists, directors, actors, whatever. Right. They got more exposure to them on a yearly basis. Yeah. We didn't have to wait until the Oscars to hear about a movie, to see these people online on a TV show. We were like, oh shit, look, it's Jack Nicholson. We haven't seen them in forever. Whoa, and it's like we had to wait a year until we either see them in a movie or hear about them. But now, since they're everywhere, since they're on their own Instagram, since they're on Twitter, there's so much news about everything. All the time we're just exposed to people.
Okay, so I think it sounds like they need Incatas Productions to figure this problem out, because it sounds like our client here, the Oscars. It sounds like our client.
You're right, actually.
It sounds like our client has a problem with standing out in a crowd.
Yeah,
and it's like a branding issue. You know, it's like a client comes to you with a branding issue. They need a video to really just help boost their brand and stand out
and
from the
their
crowd.
Self-esteem.
Right, exactly.
Let's be honest.
I mean, now they don't even have a host anymore.
Correct.
After the whole
little people care about it.
After the whole Kevin Hart debacle, he just said, "Nah, I'm out."
I didn't watch that one where he wasn't where they didn't have a host.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, absolutely not.
What did they do?
I think they just
presented it.
Yeah, like the presenters come out, like the stars themselves. They come up and they
co-host for like a second.
Yeah, like each star has their moment to shine. And,
see, I feel like that's so how crappily organized that must be.
Right. It's all bad. Now,
interesting.
I think they need a rebranding of just the idea.
They need a music video. And we're the ones that take care of it.
Dude, I already know. Don't you know, like the Natalie Portman rap video? Dude, I would make that the dopest video.
Yeah.
Dude. We would kill that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, I'd have BP flowing.
Dude.
Leo on there.
It's like, oh my God. You know how many people would watch the Oscars if you watched a music video of all these people rapping hard about it?
Everyone would be at least be talking about
not
it.
Not even cringy.
See, yeah. I think that's the key now. If you're the Oscars, okay, if no one's going to watch your show, you at least better be trending on YouTube or IG the next day. And how do you do that?
That's true.
How do you do that? You got to have people do things that are viral worthy. Yeah, bold. Going up there with your tux and saying the same standard speech and doing the same standard thing.
Right.
Ain't no one caring about that. Right. Nobody. So, you know, and in the dresses, that no one cares about that anymore either.
No one except in that industry really cares about it. That's the thing. Like if you're Vera Wang or all the people that sell Vera Wang dresses and somebody wears it, you're like, yeah, I'm proud of that. Which is great. Good for you. But nobody else really cares about it.
Yeah, I think they should honestly like reverse this kind of fake prestige and stop taking themselves so seriously. And just
that's a huge thing.
And entertain.
Right.
You're entertainers. It's a room full of the best entertainers in the world.
And it's the most unentertaining
event of all time. Does that make any sense?
It doesn't. That's pure irony. Alanis Morissette would roll in her grave. If she was dead, I love Alanis. If she was dead, she'd be rolling in her grave.
Rest in peace, Alanis Morissette.
Is peace Canada? Rest in Canada, just hang out in Canada.
But yeah, dude,
shout out to my Canadian.
I think that's the key. Now, Oscars, if you take our idea from us, that's 10%.
Yeah.
10% off the
You know
top.
what? Fuck them. 15%. 15%. But no, we'll make a music video for you.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
do this.
just have those entertainers do entertaining things.
I mean, that's only if you guys want viewership.
Yeah, viewership or, prestige
money,
or
opulence.
just relevancy.
Yeah, if you guys want that. Otherwise, then, don't worry.
You're
Keep
fine.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah, keep it
It's
in-house.
totally working.
It's completely failing.
Completely fair. It's foolproof.
It's absolutely trash. But so
that's what the Oscars are currently at.
there's that. I think they can have an opportunity to teach people more about these categories. Like, what is cinematography? Does everyone know that? Does everyone know what that's
a good idea.
What does cinematography do? Is there not a creative way to teach and show the process?
That'd be awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Even like a 1-minute video right before the
like make it entertaining. Make movies about making movies inside the Oscars. Like,
do you remember how the MTV Movie Awards?
Yeah.
I think they still do. I'm pretty sure. They always started off, at least for a while. I don't remember if they still do it, but I remember when I was a kid, I was always excited about that one. You know why? Because they always had some like cool intro video where they like inserted like the host into like a bunch of movies.
Yeah, a bunch of movies. Yeah,
and
that was awesome.
Always really funny. Well done too. And that was entertaining as hell.
They could do stuff like that.
Yeah,
just make it entertaining. Like,
do something.
Say, like, what if Leo was in The Irishman?
Dude, they could do like a deep fake.
Yeah,
on like they could just self deep fake people. Like put Leo as like I don't know, whoever. Put him in The Irishman.
Yeah, put him in the Joker.
Yeah, dude, that'd be hilarious.
And just see his take on it.
Yeah, just make it fun for people to watch something different there.
Yeah,
you know
so you tune in, or at least the next day you hear people talking about it.
Right, and they're like, oh, we got to watch them next year.
Right.
Or to watch them online. If they can watch the Oscars online, that gives their ratings up.
Yeah.
They would love that.
Right.
You know?
I mean, stop being so PC and boring and garbage.
Yeah.
Like, no one cares about you wearing your little tux or your dress, walking up there and getting your Oscar and talking about climate change. No one cares. It's not going to...
Yeah.
It's not
like,
that...
you just flew in your private jet. How dare you talk about climate change?
It's not that climate change is bad or we shouldn't talk about it, but this isn't the setting for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We want to be entertained. We don't want you to tell us how crappy we are. You're already rich and famous, and we already want to be here. Don't make us feel bad about ourselves even more, please.
That's funny. But that's where the Oscars are. I think
just a little bit of advice there for the old Oscar. You know, who are we? We're just the best production company of all time.
That's all we are.
I mean, that's all we are.
We're nothing.
Just tooting the old. Just tooting the old.
Jeremy, why are you pulling your pants down? Are you about to toot your own horn?
Just tooting my horn there.
Oh, wait.
Just
wow.
There we go.
Really going at it.
Just tooting away.
Just tooting away. Look at you go.
Tooting that.
Hang on.
That good old.
What's that sound? Are you tooting your own horn? God, you're so good at tooting.
I'm just a tutor. That's what they call me.
Well, I guess that's what they call you. Jeremy the Tutor Carter.
Jeremy the Tutor Carter.
Like, oh, what does he tutor? No. He doesn't teach. He toots his own horn.
Did we even say our names just in case this is the first time somebody...
This is Jeremy the Tutor Carter.
I'm Jeremy the Tutor Carter. I've been known for tooting my own horn.
Not tutoring.
No. I'm very dumb.
He doesn't teach. No, you're not dumb. And I'm David
Castro.
That's it. I'm very bland.
David
the non-tutor.
Hispanic Castro.
Hispanic.
That's all he's done.
Token Hispanic.
The token Hispanic
I'm
Castro.
actually the least token Hispanic person.
You are. You pretty much are the least token Hispanic.
And you're the least token
black
person ever.
I know.
It's so interesting.
It's so interesting.
We are just how we function.
I blame our parents.
I blame our parents. You know what? In a way, I just blame myself. It's just easier to blame myself.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's who we are right there, and that's what we're going to talk about. So we're going to talk about some Oscars.
Yeah. So we just talked about just the Oscars themselves, as far as the venue and the just the concept of the award show.
Right. So yeah.
So now we're going to actually go through some of the top.
Some our opinions.
Yeah, and our opinions.
So
because we feel that if the Oscars can be one thing, at least it should be the true best, like the best picture of the year. deserves to win an award, and the Oscars should be that award they're seeking, the top of the top, the cream de la creme. So the ones that are nominated and the ones that win should be there. You shouldn't miss one. You shouldn't mess it up.
Right.
You should almost know why. It shouldn't be as political as it is. It should be technically this is the best, so you're getting the best. So
let me ask you this real quick. Okay, so just let's go through the list real quick, and I'm going to get you my question. Okay. So right now we're just start with Best Picture. It's like the biggest one that people talk about most of the time, anyway, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like lead actor.
Should we start with that one, or should we go?
Let's. Just an idea. Okay. Just looking at this list, we'll go through it later. So going through this list. And just the idea of Best Picture to you, when you watch a movie and you really love it, whether it's a really great movie where it's well acted or not, what's more important to you? Like the technical part of it, like, oh, that was an expertly made movie. I didn't necessarily feel that much from it, but it was expertly acted, expertly made, directed, shot, beautiful, whatever. Just a great film, but I didn't feel that much from it. Or is a better movie where you're like, maybe, it was flawed, but you felt something at the end where you're like, God damn, the movie was fucking amazing. You know? To you, what's more Best Picture, I guess? What leans more towards the Best Picture, essentially? Like what?
Good question. For me, it's always been what film has the biggest combination of all things. It's like, okay, if you win Best Lead Actor, Actress, cinematography, set design, audio design, and director, but you don't get Best Picture. Does that make sense?
I remember you reading that.
That happens all the time. I don't get that. Right, How are you the best at all things? Your film has all the things best,
but it's a Best Picture,
but it's not the best film somehow. Does that make sense?
I know, right?
So to me, when I'm looking at the Best Picture, I'm like, look, what film did the most, the best? So if that's the direction and the cinematography and the acting and the story, the screenplay is dope, and it's got all that. It's like, dude, that's the Best Picture because it had the best story. The actors nailed it. The director had a vision and nailed it. It stood out. It's memorable. It's epic. The set design was on point. Like, I mean, you can just imagine the grips on set just dominating,
just squeezing.
Just give me that. Just
gripping.
Give me that electrical outlet. I'm just gonna put this plug right in there and
give me that gaffer tape.
Give me that tape. I'm gonna tape the crap out of this. You can just see him just taping away.
You can hear it.
You can hear the tape.
You usually hear it.
Just tape. Just
sweating.
Just really getting in there.
Sweat and blood and tears.
Lifting C-stands and stuff. Just, you can just hear him just, I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just see the greatness.
So let's say there are two movies on this list where you feel that applies to both. What's the tiebreaker then for you?
The tiebreaker? I guess what you have to do in a tiebreaker is go with the film that has the most newly nominated or newly or who hasn't won an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the producers, directors, actors, like. Because let's say someone literally just made a masterpiece and won, and all the people won,
right?
And then the next time, a couple years later, they're nominated again, but someone else made an equally dope film. It's like,
well, so you basically you would give them that Oscar, like the new person, because it's their first time getting
right, because you never know if you're going to get back there again.
True.
Like making a masterpiece is not easy.
Right.
There's so many. It's not like you know what? I'm going to go out and make a masterpiece today. Right. There's so many people involved in a film. That's what a lot of people don't know. It's like. Because most people, when you see, and you know this every time we go to the theater, when the credits roll,
people dip.
It's over.
Yeah,
on Netflix,
it's a wrap.
When the credits roll, it auto starts the next episode.
I usually stop that, because I want to listen to the credits music at least, you know. Because this is the thing. All right, a lot of people. I've told this to some people. I'm sure I told this to you too. The credits. I consider the credits of a film to be part of the film.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason for the music choice. There's a reason for the style, the pacing and stuff like that. I feel that it's an important part of the movie in a way because it's almost giving you a chance to soak something in, right?
Right.
And I want that. And some people don't, like, they kind of forget about it because, like, let's say, look, okay, Blade Runner 2049, right? When the movie ends, if the movie just stopped right there and it went to black screen, no music, no credits, nothing like that, would you think that movie was just as good at that point? Would it make it way better when you listen to the credits, the music, and you read the credits and you're just like,
dude, I love the credits.
I love the credits too. It's
credits
like, it adds to it.
Give me a time to reflect.
Yeah, exactly.
While appreciating the people who told me the story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, the music is important because it's almost like a send-off. This is seen. It's important because a lot of people don't even think about
that's why Marvel and stuff started doing the post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
To make people stay like, hey,
that's a good point.
Better stay through the credits because at the end,
because and they have some dope credits too.
Yeah.
Even like not the post credits, but the credits.
Yeah,
like the animation sometimes like really well done.
Absolutely.
But this is the thing: you can also do the same thing with like on a TV show, right? In the 4th season, I think it was the end of the 4th season or 5th season. Remember the Red Wedding episode, right?
Oh,
this is a spoiler for people who haven't watched.
What was the name of that show again?
Monarchs. That Game of Monarchs.
Game of Monarchs. That's it. That small niche, low budget show on HBO.
Super niche.
Oh, so niche.
So niche.
Most of you probably haven't heard of this show.
Never. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. I heard season 8 was the best.
It was the number one season. If we were to rank them, that would be number one. So this one episode called The Red Wedding. So, cover your ears if you don't want to spoil this. But basically, at the very end, almost everybody gets killed, right? Of our heroes, of our, the people that we consider to be the good guys, essentially, right? They all get killed. And then the music... There's just no music.
No music.
No music. The entire credits are silence.
Because you're in shock.
Yeah, you're in shock.
And the no music just makes the shock just...
Yeah.
I remember when that happened.
It was like a more depressing cut.
I couldn't move. I was literally looking at the screen and I could not
I had my mouth agape.
It was a long time since cinema had that effect on me.
Yeah.
I didn't remember the last time I was that affected.
And the thing is, it would have had a different effect on you had they placed music at
the end. Like, you'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it wasn't that bad.
I wasn't like, how should I feel about this? But because they put a lack of music, they wanted to like stress the importance of that scene.
Right.
Damn.
Right. And just
be sad.
And the finality of
it. The finality. Dude, that's fucking...
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
These niggas are dead.
Yeah. Basically. Exactly. And that's what I feel like. That's why it's important to stay, to just, at least pay attention to the credits, stay through the credits, whatever,
Right.
I feel like that's what makes the movie. And so that's your tiebreaker, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people that, from preconception to development to production to editing, post-production, sound, CGI, whatever.
Right.
It's so hard to find that same magic again because you could be the best director or writer in the world. That doesn't mean that project is going to even be made, let alone be made the way you envisioned it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For it to get to that final state of epicness,
there's a lot of...
It's so hard.
It's like red tape you got to go through or something.
Now, let's say, someone made a film and they got unfortunately shafted that first time. Then that second time they're back up there and that film is the best film and there's a tie.
Right.
It goes to the person that should have got it the last time. You know what I'm saying? That's just the politics of it.
The politics, yeah. That's
because it's like if you've made two masterpieces and you haven't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got it. Come on now. What are you going to wait for my third masterpiece?
Right. It's like how many masterpieces? How many do you want? Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's how I would do the tiebreaker, just because.
Okay.
You got to give it to but let's say that person that already won an Oscar and there's no movies that are close to it, they deserve it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what I also consider, what I take into account as well, is how I felt with the movie, how it affected me personally, like how I either related to somebody in the movie, how I changed like how I feel like I changed after seeing the movie.
Right.
You know, because when you see something, a lot of these movies, they kind of teach a lesson. Sometimes it hits you at the exact time. Like you see this movie at the perfect time in your life that you're supposed to see this movie. And sometimes it doesn't. Like if I was 22, right, and I saw The Irishman, it would have affected me differently than how it did when I saw it when I was 35.
I agree.
You know?
I think so.
And so I feel like those things like that, the emotional part of how it either speaks to me or how it did something to me. Well, that's what I would lean probably more towards as a voter.
I was like instead of saying I want a film to teach me a lesson, I'd rather films show me someone else's worldview that I didn't know before.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Those are great. Yeah,
because instead of teaching me, just show me.
Yeah.
Show me this person's view of the world, and then let me take out of it what I
for
feel.
sure. Yeah, when we say teaching, I'm not saying like preaching.
Right.
It's just like something I picked up from.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what.
So if you make a dope film that has everything dope, and you're able to effectively show some worldview that we don't usually see, and it's relevant to society, and just. That's that perfection. That's that perfection. That's what you're trying to get.
Right. Okay, so let's go through the lead actor categories.
Okay.
So first one, surprisingly, which I'm happy for him, is Antonio Banderas.
Good for him.
For what movie is that?
Pain and Glory.
Pain and Glory. Have you seen Pain and Glory?
I haven't seen it.
Neither have I, but I want to.
Yeah.
And I think it's on Netflix, isn't it?
Pretty sure it is.
It might be. Then we have our boy. Leonardo
my boy.
DiCaprio. He is our child.
Yeah, I birthed him myself.
I watched and held Jeremy's hand as he did it.
And I was like, my boy.
And I was like, that's our boy, Jeremy.
That's our boy.
And we watched him grow up. God, we were so proud of him when he did
So proud.
What's Eating Gilbert. Right?
Like, that's our boy.
That's our son.
That's our son, Leonardo.
Leonardo. We call him by his first name.
His full Christian name.
Christian biblical name. Leonardo.
For
the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Good for him.
Good for him, yeah. Adam Driver. I like Adam Driver.
I do. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool dude. Great story. He was a Marine, too. And he's got a lot of good, he's a wise dude. And he's nominated for Marriage Story, which I haven't seen. I've had the opportunity to see it.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, I've heard like it's a kind of like just a semi-depressing movie in a way.
Yeah.
Like, it's about a marriage falling apart, I think, which reminds me of Blue Valentine.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blue Valentine?
I have seen that. Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's like some movies you do got to be in the mood to see.
Yeah, you got to be in the mood for that.
Yeah.
Then we got Joaquin Phoenix in the movie Joker.
Oh, Joker. Have you heard of that?
Is that a Dutch movie?
I think it's a small niche French film.
Joaquin?
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix for the movie Joker. Well, I don't know what that one is.
Yeah. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. And then Jonathan Pryce.
The Two Popes.
The trailer for The Two Popes looks kind of funny. Him and Anthony Hopkins.
Right.
It's kind of interesting, but I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. I gotta check that one out.
I want to check that out. That one's on Netflix for sure. Yeah, so that's the lead actor category.
Good names there.
Good names. The lead actress. Just call it female actor or just actor in general. But anyway,
I think and that's one thing that they have got to change. The separating actor and actress. I don't understand it.
I don't get that
because.
Why? Are you saying that Antonio Banderas, he's a good actor for a guy?
Yeah,
and
for
then
a
you're
guy.
Also saying Saoirse Ronan, she's a great actress for a girl. It's like, is that what you're saying?
You're not quite at the guy level,
right? It's like, what does it matter? Why do they separate that?
I don't get it.
Because it's like. So you're only competing within your sex? Why don't you just do it by race? It's like best Hispanic actor, best black actor. It's like, why not? You're a great actor for a black guy.
For a black guy.
You know what I mean? It's
you're not quite white.
Just keep going with this whole the principle.
Yeah, keep on segregating.
Keep on segregating.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. But
it should just be best actor.
Yeah.
Period.
And just increase the number of candidates.
Because women are actors.
Yeah.
I don't go around, so you're an actress.
Right.
You're an actor.
Yeah, you're an actor. You act.
You act.
That's it.
You're not an actress. You're an actor.
Fucking Hollywood.
When you go to the doctor, do you request a doctoress?
Doctoress.
Like, I'd prefer a doctoress. I'm not too keen on these doctors.
I gotta call my attorney.
My lawyeress.
My lawyeress.
My lawyeress.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like, just look, if we're talking about equality, which we're all about because hell, we're minorities, we love equality.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not like
I eat, sleep, drink equality.
You do. I saw you.
Dude.
Does your girlfriend know that you do that? Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Oh, she doesn't know. I hope she's not listening to this. Never mind. Jeremy does not sleep or drink with equality. Drink. Okay. But yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
Lead actress category.
Lead actress. All right.
Cynthia Erivo for Harriet. I still haven't seen that movie.
Haven't seen it.
I heard good things about Harriet Tubman, the famous rapper from the 70s?
I think it was Cash Money.
Cash Money Records when they first started. It's the origin story of Cash Money Records.
Yeah, exactly.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet,
she was like
Wayne.
Wayne. she was the one that hired Birdman. Manny Fresh.
Hey, Nick, I got this idea.
Come with me to this Underground Railroad. We'll develop it here.
Dun, 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 dun. Dang, Harriet is dope, dude.
But that's what Harriet Tubman is about.
The story of Cash Money Records.
Cash Money Records.
What a film.
What a film. I hope it wins. Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story.
Yes.
She's actually got 2 nominations. She's also supporting actor for Jojo Rabbit. So she's got 2 chances.
Yep.
Which is interesting. We got Saoirse Ronan for Little Women. I like Saoirse. She's cool.
Oh, she's awesome.
She's really good too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Got Charlize, my girl Charlize.
My girl.
For the movie Bombshell, which I do want to see, but I haven't gotten around to.
I haven't seen any of these, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's still... I don't know if it's still in theaters. I think they usually bring all these movies back, like the Oscar movies, they bring them back to theaters for like a couple weeks, right? For people to,
kind of build up on that hype.
Yeah. And they got the French actor from Belgium for the movie Judy.
I haven't seen that one either.
I haven't, and it's about Judy Garland, I believe.
Yeah.
I guess it's just like a biography of her. Apparently she kills it in that movie.
I mean,
I haven't seen it.
I've heard all these women just nailed it.
Right. So that's the lead actor and actress category. So just real quick, Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
He's never won. I don't think he's ever even been nominated.
I don't remember him ever being nominated before. That's interesting.
I'm happy for him, though.
I mean, he's always been like a quality actor. Like, if Antonio Banderas is in a film, you know what you're going to get.
Right. He's always been a very reliable actor for what he is doing.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see that film just to see.
Is Pain and Glory, that's not the one where he's, what is Pain and Glory? That's not the one where he's, I think Pablo is, hang on, let me find out. Pain and Glory.
Yeah, look that on up.
Look it on up.
Look that on up.
Let me see. It's about a guy at the end of his career. That doesn't explain much. Oh, okay. It's a film director. So it's about a film director that reflects on the choices he's made as past and present come crashing down around him. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking it was about? The one where he plays the artist. Pablo Picasso. Ooh. I thought that was the movie that he was in, but I don't think that one.
Nope.
That one is this one. This is something else. But anyway, I heard it's good. I heard he's great. Leonardo DiCaprio, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We did see that movie.
We did see that one.
We did see the movie. Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio should have been nominated for this film? Like, we love our boy. Do you think that he did an Oscar-nominated role in this film? I love
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Me too.
I think he has never given us a poor performance.
I agree.
He is the best actor I have seen in my generation, or as far as my life. Like, growing up watching all of his films.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you've seen how he's improved, too.
Yeah.
He's gotten better, yeah.
He is definitely, I believe, the number one actor of our current times.
Nice. I like that.
But I don't think he was given much to work with in this particular film to be just so unbelievably amazing. Right? The stuff that he did in Once Upon a Time, he nailed it, of course.
Yeah,
he nailed the role.
He nailed this role,
but,
for sure. He did have some Oscar bait moments in that movie. When he's crying and stuff. When he throws that girl and he does that thing.
Crying. Yeah, but that was in the trailer. You
too.
Knew that was going to be dope.
Yeah.
He nailed that scene, of course.
Of course.
But the overall character, it didn't give us anything that we haven't seen Leo do a million times before.
Right.
It was almost like Leo. I mean, come on.
He's playing an actor.
You give Leo that role.
Yeah.
He can nail that in his sleep.
Right.
Because Leo likes to prepare for every role. Like I remember when he did Blood Diamond, he learned the African dialect.
The South African.
South African. Oh, dude, he studied it. He went down there.
Yeah.
Saw how they lived, how they talked, chilled with them, lived with them. Like he doesn't play around with his roles. You can tell.
Yeah, that's true.
But this, I mean, he probably didn't have to do anything.
I feel like he's been nominated a couple times, right?
For
lead actor?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I know he won for The Revenant.
He was nominated for he won for Revenant. I think he was nominated for The Departed. He was nominated for Blood Diamond, I believe.
Did he get nominated for The Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
He did? Okay. Because I feel like
he's been nominated a bunch of times. I feel like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it wasn't. I feel like, I don't know. He did a really good job in it. Sure. But I feel like the nomination, they probably could have given it to somebody else because I feel like he could have. They could have Leo did a much better job in terms of, I think, at least nomination wise, in Wolf of Wall Street. Oh yeah, than in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Oh no doubt.
I feel like his screen time was more limited.
What Leo did in The Departed, what he did in Blood Diamond. I mean, what he did in The Man in the Iron Mask. You can go way back.
You can go way back.
I mean, it's like for sure. It's like the stuff he's done before.
Yeah.
Has such a bigger command on his skills and his, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this one, I'm not going to say he phoned it in because he definitely didn't.
No, he didn't.
But it's just, I just don't think that role necessarily deserved. Now, BP, on the other hand, that was more of an interesting character take on it. That's different.
And I support his nomination.
Right. But Leo, I think you could have skipped him on this one.
Yeah, I agree. Adam Driver, Marriage Story, I haven't seen it yet. Adam Driver, he's a great actor. Apparently he kills it, but I haven't seen this movie, so I don't really have an opinion. And that's how many things should be in society. Right. If you haven't gone through it or seen it, you shouldn't have a fucking opinion.
I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
So guys, you shouldn't have any fucking opinion on abortion.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear it. Unless you've physically done an abortion yourself.
Right.
And you're talking about...
You should have no opinion on
the psychological effects it had on you personally.
Right.
Then I don't want to hear nothing about it.
And that's all we're going to say.
And that's all we had to say about that.
Abortion. But yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. I did see Joker.
Joker. Yes.
Joker. I feel like that movie definitely is nominated.
Yeah, I mean, the way he removed the yolks from the egg.
Dude, it was so well done.
I couldn't believe it.
You believe that it was happening.
I mean, the CGI was unreal.
Seamless.
I mean,
seamless.
So realistic.
Just ILM, they were like...
they came in there.
When they just... when that yolk just came out from the egg... But the egg wasn't cracked yet,
It wasn't cracked.
I believed it.
Dude, I lost my freaking mind. Joaquin did it again.
He done it again with Joker.
Joker? Oh, man. Dude, the dedication. Just the dedication.
The dedication to removing those yolks. In Joker.
Oh, yes. Of course, we're talking about the film Joker.
Yeah, he does do things like.
What do you think about this one?
I totally support that one.
Yeah.
I mean, he nailed that shit. Ooh. He was so good.
Dude, I mean...
He wasn't the usual Joaquin in movies that he really, have you seen The Master?
I actually haven't seen that one yet.
Okay, that one's really good.
I need to get to that one.
It's different. Every time he does a role, he's not the same person in every role. Because some actors, when they act in a movie, they're almost always the exact same character,
right?
Just with different lines and different names, right? They're just almost like playing themselves. They're playing the movie version of themselves.
Right.
Joaquin does something different, where like he becomes like a different person for each movie. So you really don't know what to expect. He's so unpredictable. And like, I really like that about him, and I think he was perfect for the casting of Joker.
I think he said in one of his acceptance speeches that Leo inspired him a lot in his career.
Oh, really?
And I see similarities between their careers because Leo doesn't do sequels, Joaquin doesn't do sequels. Leo does each project is totally different from the last.
For sure. Yeah.
Joaquin does the same thing. He doesn't do similar stuff. Like if he nails something before, then he'll go ahead and just say, "Hey, I've done that," and then move on to something completely different.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So the only time I think he'll think about even doing a sequel will be Joker 2. Because they're going to come at him with that. That movie made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Billy with the B.
Yeah, million with a B.
Yeah, and it was only about a $50 million budget.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And that's not including, marketing and all that, which is like usually
it's double. So it's probably $100 million.
Yeah. Which is still, though, they still came out on top of that one. So, yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, I could see Joaquin getting an Oscar for this movie because Joker was a great film.
Well, see, the reason why I think he deserves it, no matter what happened, I'm sure all the other actors nailed it too, but Joaquin's performance, it was literally...
would you say it's more effective, more transformative?
I think without it, it's not the same film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that...
He can't be replaced, essentially.
Yeah, and I think not only that, he was the film. Now, don't get me wrong. The cinematography and direction was good, and the story was good. But that movie, it's called The Joker, which means it's about him. It's about the Joker, and he nailed the performance. I don't think there was a shot in the film where he wasn't in it.
That's what I was thinking, too,
He commanded the whole film. Yeah. The whole film, you were watching him. You didn't care about anything in the background. The story was just him. It was all him. He nailed it. He did the research.
Agreed.
He put his all in it.
Yeah.
And created something. And just the pressure of even doing the character of the Joker after Heath did it and all the turmoil with the Jared Leto version.
Yep.
There's something about the Joker character and portraying it in a film. There's this mystique about it. And there's this pressure where you better not screw this up.
Right. Yeah.
Because of what, and even Jack Nicholson. I mean... Man, he's legend for that role.
For sure.
So, Joaquin not only making it his own, but then just enthralling us just to watch it the whole time and it just be him. And then make the movie and then make all that money too because of his performance.
Right.
Just think about that movie.
It was mainly the
made
movie.
That money because of his performance.
His performance really did, Right. Because it's like... I know the Joker character is popular, but it's $1 billion popular.
Yeah, I mean...
if Superman and Batman barely made that money.
Look at Suicide Squad. I mean, that was considered a flop because
Joker was in it. Yeah, different actor, different performance. Yeah, so that was...
What happened?
Well, so yeah, I agree with this cast or this nomination.
Yeah, for sure.
Jonathan Pryce. I haven't seen the Two Popes yet.
Yeah, but I've heard good things.
Yeah. So let's go to the actors, the female variety category.
The female actors
category. Yes. So I haven't seen.
I can't wait to get to the black ones. Haven't seen any of those.
Lead black actor.
Are any of these okay? There's one black person in the top leads, and that's
no. She's white. Cynthia Erivo. They had her in blackface for the role of Harriet Tubman as the head of.
They're like, guys. They're like, you know what? Who should we get to play Harriet Tubman? Scarlett Johansson. Perfect.
It's somebody that her name is the next one right there.
Put on some blackface. That'll go smoothly well.
It'll go smashingly
successful.
But
Scarlett Johansson is Harriet Tubman
in the beginning of the Cash Money Empire. But yeah, that's Cynthia, right?
Yeah, so good for her. We got one black person there.
Yep.
We got one Hispanic.
Saoirse Ronan is Irish, actually.
Ah.
She's actually Irish.
I guess Charlize Theron is technically African.
Yeah, she is.
So good for her.
Yeah, she's
one more African.
She's from the mountains of Caucasus, but she's definitely born in Africa. So to the most British people.
Good for her. Another African
representative.
African representative. All right.
I got Scarlett Johansson, Marriage Story. I haven't seen Marriage Story yet.
Listen, all these actresses are phenomenal.
Yeah. They all deserve it. Do you know? Do you think that should they not necessarily replace one of these, but would you add another female actor that should get nominated? Like if they expanded the category, would you add one that you saw this past year that you would be like, oh, you know what, she would deserve an Oscar? Like like for example, like Bombshell that had 3 lead actors, right? Yeah. So it had Charlize.
Yep. It had
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole, yep.
And my girl.
Girl.
My girl. Yeah.
Your girl that you don't know the name of. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Margot Robbie. There we go.
Yeah.
I was like, how did I forget? Yeah. So like that.
Unfortunately, no.
And this is the problem.
Is this a problem with? Okay, I kind of want to touch on this just for a bit.
I think I know where you're going.
Yeah, because listen, I love me some women.
Me too.
Love them. Love actors who happen to also be women.
Me too.
So when I see a great performance, whether it's male or female, black or white,
right,
I'm like, that was a good performance. I don't like those.
Okay. Just making sure.
Let's keep those.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, let's keep those somewhere else.
Let's keep that somewhere.
But unfortunately, okay, now all these films that they've been...
Are you talking about who they're being marketed to?
Exactly.
Now, that's what I'm thinking,
I haven't heard much about Little... I'm assuming that's the remake of The Story.
Jane Austen.
Yeah. Now, Harriet, we all know what that's about.
Right.
Marriage Story, heard a little bit about it. Mm-hmm. Bombshell, heard a bit about it. Judy, heard a bit about it. It's like I didn't hear about these films enough, and I didn't.
Right.
I never got that hype. Like I gotta go see these films.
That's the thing.
I heard a little bit about these performances
subtle.
are good.
Yeah.
And it's almost like these are I want to say the only choices now.
Right.
And now you look at the Best Picture films.
Right.
Ford versus Ferrari was all male.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I have. It was about Shelby and the racer. The wife of the racer guy. What guy's name? She's in it like a bit.
It's not Jim Clark, is it? He's not the guy.
I forgot
because Jim Clark was one of the. No, he's Scottish. Never mind.
Yeah, The Irishman. Was a man's film. Oh man,
there was like one woman in it. Maybe two.
Jojo Rabbit was predominantly men. There was
children.
Children. Joker was just one man. That's it. You got little women there. Right. Marriage Story, okay. That's when you sprinkle in, a little bit of the more female. 1917 was, of course, just a man's film.
Right.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2 men. And Parasite, had some good
that one had like a good combo ensemble.
I would probably put I don't know the name of the actress.
Which one?
The one in Parasite, the young
sister?
girl. Yeah, she nailed it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, let's load her up.
But yeah, no. What would you? So what are you saying about?
Here's the problem.
Right.
It's not like I'm seeking out movies that are just only with men. I love some of my favorite movies of all time are featuring women as the lead actress.
One of my favorite movies from last year was Booksmart.
Oh yeah,
and that was like a predominantly female cast.
Right.
I love that movie. That movie was hilarious. Yeah. That was a funny ass film, and it was mainly female.
I think the problem is that when a film is, at least historically, when a film has a great female lead role.
Park So-dam.
That
was her. And we're totally mispronouncing it because I'm pretty sure we are.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was great. That whole film was
she was
great.
awesome. Yeah.
I'd probably put her in there.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how the bigger budget, bigger hyped, more marketed movies have like almost zero lead female roles. And then you got these lower budget, you know what I'm saying? Like hardly marketed at all films, and that's where the female roles are. Right. It's almost like they have to do one of those films just to get on just to get nominated.
Now,
that doesn't mean the performance isn't smashing. That doesn't mean the movie isn't good. I'm going to see all
the marketing.
Yeah, I'm going to see all those films when I get around to it.
Right.
It's just, after you see Once Upon a Time in America, 1917, The Joker, Jojo Rabbit, The Irishman was freaking 4 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
4 hours. You're seeing all these other movies. It's like, plus you got Netflix, you got work and life.
Definitely considered like
how many movies are we going to see?
Yeah,
and we can't see them all.
Right.
At least not in this one calendar year.
Yeah.
We'll get around to them.
Mm-hmm. But like, I want to see Little Women because that's got an ensemble. That's got a bunch of female actors. That are really good, and I want to see that. And like, that's like the only one that I really heard much about.
Right.
Like, I haven't heard much about Judy.
No.
Bombshell, I heard it was a fine. Yeah. Marriage Story I've been hearing about, but I don't know. It's just a story that just kind of keeps me away from it, I guess.
Right.
And then Harriet, I barely even heard of it.
Yeah, barely even heard of it too. Like, I'm sure it's decent enough.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I mean, obviously, acting wise, apparently it's good enough. But that's the thing. Yeah, I feel like this is the thing. I feel like they're assuming that we don't want to see these movies. Mm-hmm. That that male audiences don't want to see these movies. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. So I know that they have demographic.
Well, that's the thing. If you make a female ensemble cast movie, that doesn't mean men doesn't want to see it.
Right.
It's like women.
But they push it more for women.
Right.
As if like that's the only market they're going to have. And then we're like, fuck, we kind of want to see that movie, but we totally forgot that it was there.
That's one of Hollywood's kind of main problem in the industry is this idea that you can predict a demographic.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you want to have a target market.
You like a children's story. Right. Like a children's animated movie.
Exactly.
Probably your market's going to be mainly kids. And that's understandable. That's different. Well, that's ages. That's not,
but you can see that, Disney does a good job with those movies to still make it appealing to the adults that have to take their kids there.
That's true. Yeah.
It's not like you're in watching a Disney film and you're completely bored as an adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like... for instance, Black Panther. That was smashing box office records. It did phenomenal.
For sure.
And it was a predominantly black and female cast.
Right.
And the whole world wanted to see it. Black, white, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, because there was a while where Hollywood was like, oh, this is a predominantly black film. Let's market this to black people.
Right,
only.
exactly.
But no, that's not how it works.
No.
Predominantly white films aren't only marketed to white people. Yeah. So it's like,
right, exactly.
It's like Hollywood needs
to why then?
Kind of modernize their...
Because who's marketing, who the marketers essentially are.
White males.
Basically.
Maybe a female
mostly,
there.
Overwhelmingly.
Yeah. They don't have... It's hard to be an effective marketer when your worldview is trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's hard to do anything with your worldview is trash.
It's like you gotta have a little bit of empathy.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little bit of knowledge of how it feels to be on everyone's side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like there's ways to make Little Women look like a cooler a movie men want to go see. Yeah, because I'm sure it is a movie that men want to see.
Right,
I'm confident in that.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's a really
it's not only that. It's not only just that. Mm-hmm. But I think that in more of the mainstream films, there needs to be more women. Mm-hmm. In those lead roles.
In good roles. Yeah. Better written roles.
Yeah,
for
exactly. I don't want to see the side. In fact, I'd rather you never even show me the wife character. I'm so done with that character.
Oh, like in...
it's in every movie.
In like, what? For like what's it called? Like The Irishman? Like that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather never even see the wives.
They're
just
nothing.
They're just there to show... that they have a wife.
Yeah, really. They don't give them anything to do.
Nothing.
Yeah. Anna Paquin's character, the daughter. I know she was important.
She was used as a tool.
Yeah.
To show the effect his actions had on the family.
And that was it.
Right.
Like, they gave her like 2 lines. Mm-hmm. The word why twice, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then that was it.
It was effective. It could have been more effective if that character was developed a little.
Yeah, exactly. Way more. They could have given her so much more to do. They could have just made her another lead actor.
Right.
But they I don't know. It's so interesting.
It's almost as if in the main... It's like, okay, when a script is written that fleshes out a female character, they're like, oh, that's such a cute little indie niche film for women only. We'll make sure to make this with the lowest possible budget.
We'll market it at Kohl's and Anthropology.
Yeah,
like, that's all.
But we'll make it just so we can say that we did with this women.
Right.
But then, on the real, bigger budget films, where there's no women whatsoever in any role. I mean, all these these dominated films are just dominated by men.
Let's go through those real quick now that we're here. So the Best Picture films that are nominated this year for Best Picture: Ford versus Ferrari.
Yep.
The two main characters, men. The Irishman. It's in the name.
All men.
All
just
men.
A bunch of men.
At least one
just
Irish.
Manning it up. At least one of them's Irish.
At least one of them's Irish.
Jojo Rabbit. Male kids.
Little boys.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, but I heard it's really funny, actually.
Joker, a man.
Joker, it's a man.
You got Little Woman in there. Because, of course, they got to throw it in there.
Yeah. It's like they would.
And it could be a great film, but it's not going to win. You know it.
Yeah, because they're not pushing towards it.
Right. It's just not going to win.
No, it's from what I understand, it's a really well made.
Right.
What is it called? I guess retelling or whatever. The Jane Austen novel. So, Marriage Story. That's
it's not gonna win.
I think it's mainly because of how well acted it is.
Exactly.
1917.
Man,
it's like a pure man. The two main characters. I haven't seen it. There was not a woman in that movie.
Which one?
There's one. In 1917, yeah. The girl that was taking care of the baby.
Oh, yeah. They sprinkled in a little side character girl again.
Yeah.
It's like they always find a little side character film.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because they don't know how to write women. But if you don't know how to write women, find someone that does and add a character.
Exactly. Find a woman.
Find a woman.
Have her write the dialogue or incorporate her. Yeah.
Get this done.
Get more women writers.
More women writers.
In the writer's room.
And actors, female actors.
Yup.
In these higher budget, bigger marketed films. Do it now.
Absolutely.
And equal pay, damn it.
Equal pay, damn it. That goes for everybody. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Except for the Hispanics.
Except for us.
We're sorry for you guys.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We haven't gotten to that. We barely just got to voting. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So wait,
we're not there yet.
Okay.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And that's another one.
Oh, man.
Mainly men. Yeah. Margot Robbie was in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Yeah. Another underdeveloped side female character.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when a woman comes into one of these bigger budget films, they just like, give her a scene or two, show her smile,
have her dance,
have her laugh, cry.
Cry.
She's human. But they're just so underdeveloped. They don't have any motive. They have no goal. They have no character flaws.
Right.
They have no character traits.
Right.
No development. No. Zero. And while the men get all this development and then they get all the marketing dollars.
Right.
I'm so sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
And a major reason of that, I feel, is because of this distinction between actor and actresses.
Yeah.
They're the same.
It forces them to...
A Scarlett Johansson movie, I want to go see it.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
I don't look at Scarlett Johansson and go, not a man, eh?
Guess I'm not going to watch her.
Guess I can't watch Ghost in the Shell. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
It's because this is the thing. Since they separate lead actor and lead actress into separate categories, it automatically does that with movies.
Yeah, automatically.
You know what I mean?
It automatically
does it. And so...
And you wonder why the quote-unquote actresses get paid less than the actors. It's because you single-handedly separate the two.
Right. Yeah.
Take away the separation, and therefore there can be no more separated pay.
Right.
Therefore, Scarlett Johansson will get paid exactly the same as any other character.
How many issues will be solved the moment they just start doing these things that people have been asking for? Like, do they understand how fewer issues there would be just all over the world if people just be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, women, I guess, are equal.
Well, unfortunately, knowing us humans, we'll just find a new problem to put in its place.
I agree.
Like, you eat corn, huh? Corner. Right.
What a weird ass insult to lob at somebody. God, you're such a damn corner, aren't you? It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Look at you eating that corn.
Just nibbling away at it.
Friggin' hate you.
Hate you.
Kill him.
Eating it from the cob. I'm not even cutting it out. Get out of here. hang him. It's like, what? Yeah, you're right.
There's always something.
Humans will find something.
Yeah, don't you love us?
Gotta love us humans. But yeah, and so that's how I feel about this the actress category. And so like Charlize, I haven't seen Bombshell either.
But she's not going to win because she's already won. They're definitely
she's won a couple.
I tell you what they're probably going to do. This is just a prediction.
A prediction. Okay.
They're going to give it to Cynthia Erivo. Because they kind of got to.
Because
it's the only.
She's Hispanic.
No.
She's the only Hispanic.
It's like she punched the black slavery ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the check.
You know what I saw?
It's like you gotta have it.
You know what I saw? Mm-hmm. Somebody commented. I forget where it was, but I read it and I was like, "That's not that far off." Mm-hmm. Basically, what they said is that the only time, at least in this situation right now, black actors or directors or female actresses, whatever. The only time they're going to be nominated for an Oscar is when they're in a film that only white people want to see black people in.
Yeah.
They're not going to nominate them for what is it? What's that movie called? It was Honey and Queen or something.
Oh, yeah. Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Apparently that movie is great. Right. I haven't seen that. Did you see anybody or anything from that movie?
No,
on there?
absolutely not.
Anything with slavery?
Yo, God, if you make a slave film?
Right. It's like,
Oscar.
And it was so funny. I was like, damn, that's kind of true, I think.
What slave film hasn't been nominated in some capacity at the Oscars?
Right.
If you make a nigga in chains...
White people.
You are getting that Oscar now.
It's so interesting.
And that's why our first film's going to be called Nigga in Chains.
Damn. That's the first film?
The film.
The film.
They're going to be like, wow, we love Nigga in Chains. Let's just make them say it.
Can you imagine?
Let's just make them say it.
Title of the movie.
Nigga in Chains. Directed by...
Scarlett Johansson. Oh God! But yeah, that was something that I read, and I was like, "That's actually not that far off from what at least it's being portrayed as." So you're probably right. I think Cynthia will probably win. Because of that reason. Yep. Unfortunately, it's like don't make that the reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because everybody else on here, white women.
It's just It's just now what the Oscars don't want is that Oscars so white thing again.
But they went back to it.
I know, but
that's the thing. Do you see?
Oh no, it's very white.
No,
it's extremely white.
Super duper white.
But there weren't that many, black films made this year. Unfortunately, this last year.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. I can't really tell because they're never marketed that well.
There's just clearly a diversity problem in Hollywood still. It's still there.
It's still there.
It's a problem. And
directors, the nominated directors, Martin Scorsese, Todd Phillips, Sam Mendes.
Yeah. Oh,
who is not Samantha Mendes.
Not Samantha Mendes, as we thought.
Oh, yeah, well. We thought it was Samantha Mendes, the Hispanic.
The Hispanic female
director. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And then Bong Joon-ho.
For Parasite.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So there, for a director, I think it's going to go to, what do you think?
That's actually a tough one. The director one.
Those are all very well directed films.
I think, what I think? Just because of
I think this might be one of the hardest categories to really, to be uninformed and to select because.
Oh, absolutely.
The director is such a. There is no job description for the director.
They do much.
You do everything. Everything that has to be done.
Right.
Your hand is in it. So it's hard to tell who directed better because all these films.
Who directed the best?
Yeah, all these films are freaking amazing.
It's because maybe you're a horrible director, but your actor is incredible, and so that makes you look better. Your cinematographer and your writer is incredible.
I guess
maybe that made the movie.
I guess at the end of the day, the question is which film had the best vision, and then had the director that was able to get that vision from the beginning,
right,
and more effectively. Deliver
story,
that exact vision to the screen.
Who would you give the director award to if you had to choose? And there's
I had
no
to
judging.
choose-
I might just ask you a question about it, and I'll tell you mine.
If I had to choose director, I'd have to go
Because this is a really good directors.
Right.
Martin Scorsese,
Right.
Quentin Tarantino. Have they ever gone head to head against each other
I don't think so.
in the director category? I feel like they haven't.
I don't know.
Bong Joon-ho, amazing director from Korea. Sam Mendes, he's done a bunch of good movies. Todd Phillips, this is like the first, I think, really big
Yeah.
Todd Phillips role where it's not like a straight
Okay, so
comedy.
here's how I do it. I'm going to need Todd Phillips to prove he can do it again. So I can't give it to him.
Okay.
I can't give it to him yet.
Okay.
Scorsese just recently won it for
Departed?
The Departed. That's not recent.
That was
but,
like 10 years ago.
but he has got it. Has Sam Mendes got one before?
I don't think so. Let's find out, actually.
Yeah. If Sam Mendes hasn't won, then I know my choice. It's got to be Sam Mendes.
What about Tarantino? Where would you put him? What do you think?
I wouldn't give it to him for that.
Not for that movie?
No.
All right. I agree with you, but why would you not?
Like I said, I don't think it was as hard to take that vision in that film and make it a reality. I think there's a lot of directors that could have made that film.
Okay.
It wasn't a complicated vision. You had
Sam Mendes. He won for American Beauty.
That's
I
amazing.
That was his movie.
Yeah. Wow, he's a beast.
But yeah, so Tarantino, yeah, I agree. I wouldn't give him that one.
Because you got Leo on BP. I mean, they're going to give you greatness on that. So,
for sure.
So you don't really need to direct them as much as, and those characters weren't as complicated.
Right.
The vision wasn't so grandiose to where, it was so difficult to put on screen. I think for that film, I'd give it to, maybe screenplay. Or maybe
that would be like set design. Yeah, set production.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree.
So for director, it's going to be tough. It's going to be between Scorsese and Mendes for me.
Yeah.
He'll probably have to edge it out with Mendes. And that's only because I know that I personally can't give Mendes best film of the year. Okay. Now, if Scorsese's going to get The Irishman best film,
so you kind of split it up.
Yeah, I would split that.
Okay.
Because they both deserve an Oscar.
Yeah.
So the way I would do it is, if I'm giving Mendes best film, then I'm giving director to Scorsese.
I agree.
If I'm giving Irishman best film,
I think I would agree with you on that one too. Because that's the thing, because I love the technical aspect, the whole idea of 1917.
Yeah.
The story was simple, great.
Film-wise, The Irishman was a tour de force.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just classic Scorsese.
Acting, directing,
but better than classic Scorsese. It was better than I thought.
And it was an answer to all of his older gangster films.
Right.
It was like the conclusion to his thesis. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. His is the end of the trilogy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So for the best picture category, let's just go through this because we're gonna run out of time. We're gonna run out of time here for the sponsors to get through this.
Oh, those sponsors.
The sponsors, oh god, so many.
Probably should have said Nick.
No, probably shouldn't. But whatever. They say it enough.
We'll make sure to beep that out.
Don't worry, they say it all the time as well.
They do.
Those sponsors.
They're like, my favorite word.
My favorite word. Damn. All right. Okay, so best picture. Ford versus Ferrari. Would you call that best picture?
No, good film.
On itself, not competing with all these movies. Just would you give that movie, if it wasn't competing with anybody, if it was just nominated?
Well, see, that's the other thing. There shouldn't be. How many films are nominated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No. You can't nominate 10 films for best picture. You've got to narrow that down, Oscars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can you guys narrow that down yourselves?
Yeah. I don't know why they
do that for inclusion, to let you get nominated.
Right.
But if 10 films every year get nominated for Best Picture, get out of here. Then that lowers the value of the category itself.
Right, because then it's if they keep increasing it,
you have a good shot.
It's right.
Why not add 20 more?
Right, exactly. What's the difference?
The top 30 films.
They're all nominated. It's like, wow.
That's
okay,
ridiculous.
Well,
10?
yeah.
Come on now.
It's interesting,
That's
right?
outrageous.
keep it at 5.
5 is max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ford versus Ferrari, if it wasn't competing with anybody, like ignoring everybody else, just as a best
No.
picture movie, would you give it to?
No.
Okay. The Irishman.
absolutely.
Yeah, I would too. Jojo Rabbit, I haven't
I
seen.
haven't seen it, but I heard great things, and I love the director.
And I love the director, and apparently it's a really great film. Joker,
Yes.
just as itself, would you give it a best picture?
Yes.
Yes, me too. Little Women, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I'd have to put it there just for reasons we've already spoken.
Yeah. Marriage Story.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen
I
it.
probably would, from what I've heard, I'd put Little Women over in Marriage Story.
Yeah. What about 1917?
Yes.
Yes, agreed. That one I really feel too, for sure. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No, but I know why they put it there because it's about Hollywood. And no one loves Hollywood more than Hollywood. God, they love
They
themselves.
love Hollywood.
They invented tooting their own horn.
Yeah, you know what? When I was on the tour at Universal Studios,
they're like,
they just showed this guy
just standing there.
sitting on the grass, tooting his own horn, and he had a T-shirt that says "I am Hollywood," and I was like, "Wow, this guy's just really going at it."
Really,
I took a photo of it.
God, they took the metaphor and ran with
They
it.
just ran with it into
Wow,
the wall.
good for them.
I was like, "What is that guy doing there? Why is there his pants on?" They're like, "Oh, he's just tooting his own horn."
That's what we do here.
That's what we do here in
That's
Hollywood.
where the first horn was tooted.
On that lawn, right by that tree.
Right by Universal
But
Studios.
the one on the
They're
Universal
like, you know
lot.
what? This is a great place to build. Great place to
It's a
build.
very important holy grounds for people to toot their own horn. And then
I don't think that was. I mean, don't get me wrong. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think people might think that I'm hating on it. Mm-hmm. It's a great film. Tarantino is one of the best of our generation.
yeah. I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't give it an Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I liked it a lot.
Right.
but
It was a cool film.
It was a really cool film, but I don't think it would win that.
No.
And then last one is Parasite.
Yes.
That's the last category.
Yes, I'd put that there.
You would that?
I would.
I mean, would you give it? Like not would you nominate it? Would you give it an Oscar?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. That was a great film.
It was a great film. I don't know if I would give it an Oscar for Best Picture.
If you're going to pick the 5, right,
Oh, okay.
I would go Parasite, 1917.
Like if your nominations, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
Irishman,
Yeah.
Joker, and then Little Women.
Okay.
That's my 5.
I would put Irishman. Let's say Little Women. 1917 for sure. Did I say Joker?
No.
Oh, okay, Joker.
And then it's between Parasite or if you're going to give it to Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really like Parasite a lot, but I don't know if I would give it the nomination.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like that would be more of a screenwriting, like story, maybe nomination. I don't know.
I think Parasite was a near flawless film.
Yeah.
What it was
really
about, the story was great. The direction was great.
I guess because I haven't
The
seen
editing
Jojo
was
Rabbit
great.
yet.
The cinematography was great.
Cinematography is great, yeah. Because I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, I would probably
Right.
give it to Parasite.
Yeah, it's
then.
tough. Yeah. Since you haven't seen it, I have to give it to Parasite.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ford versus Ferrari, but you have.
Yeah,
so.
and it's not.
Yeah,
no
so we kind of
applause.
agree on these
Yeah.
nominations at least.
Right.
Lead actor, who do you think's going to get it? I really think Joaquin's going to get it.
Oh, Joaquin.
He's just riding his wave.
Yeah, Joaquin's going to, unless he does something stupid, like the hashtag Me Too gets him, and he
In the next couple of days.
it was him and Weinstein,
just running
it's
trains.
revealed. Oh boy, Ronan, what's his name? Ronan the
Ronan Farrow?
Yeah, Ronan Farrow gets a hold of him, destroys his whole career.
God, that would be
Unless he gets freaking
just that.
what's old boy Kevin Spacey.
Oh wow!
Unless he gets Kevin Spacey in the next couple of days. Joaquin Phoenix punched that.
He's
too.
got that one, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Lead actress for the things, just of what
I
we
think
assume.
because of the slavery angle.
Yeah.
I think Cynthia Erivo is going to get this just because.
Because that's how our system works, right?
Yeah, it's like a quota system now.
And that's what we want to leave you all with. The system.
The system. If you want to win an Oscar, just put a in a chain.
That's all you got to do.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what we're going to do.
We're about to do that.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
The choice is yours.
Forever.
And always.
Amen. What were you you to say right there. You almost said something. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so yeah, those are our thoughts on the Oscars right there. Hopefully you all made it through the entire podcast. You know, it's a long podcast, but it's
it's
a lot to talk about.
It's the Oscars.
It's the Oscars.
At least we got through it faster than the Oscars themselves.
Yeah.
Right now, they'd still be doing the intros. They'll still be walking down the red carpet. Like, look at my dress. Like, shut up.
This is what you should do. Just listen to this podcast in the middle of watching the red carpet.
Yeah. You'll really get a lot of perspective.
Just really listen to this. Yeah.
And when Cynthia Erivo wins, you're going to start dying laughing.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be like, those sons of bitches at Incodatus Productions.
They called that one.
They called it. They're so right. God. And that's what we want you to know. We're always right.
Usually, we're always white.
Almost 95% of the time.
We're about 95% always white.
Yeah.
You know?
Always white?
Always.
Do you have a lisp?
I did say that lazily.
Always white.
Always right.
Yeah, those are, I guess, those are the main points. That's it. That's what I would end with. So, thanks to our sponsor, Disney. Just kidding. What's it say there? Our sponsor. That'd be great, though.
That would be great.
They'd be like, you guys aren't sponsored anymore. The second episode, they dropped the second
immediately dropped. Straight down the drain.
But yeah, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Music, iTunes.
All that.
YouTube, yeah, we're on that. So just check us out and hang on to the next episode when we're going to have a guest.
Ooh, I'm so intrigued. Who's this guest going to be?
It's a woman.
Turn off.
Oh, God, I said the